Welcome back to Know the Reviews. This is a new season, basically, of my show, Know the Reviews, and I'm back. It's been a while. It's been a long time coming. So basically, welcome back to my show, Know the Reviews. I took a little, what you call a break. Actually, just really getting acclimated and getting educated on the podcasting world. I want to go into my podcasting, my show, with more experience and more education behind it. So I'm currently taking classes on digital media and marketing, and I hope this will bring a better podcasting audience, or not even the audience, but a more podcasting view from me, so even though everything's audio, I want you to really feel the words that I'm saying, and I want to come to you guys from experience and knowledge, and I want my audience to understand the work I'm putting in and understand that content that I'm putting out there. So as usual, this is the movie reviews. I know the reviews. This is the side of the podcast dedicated to movies and shows. And look, first off on the agenda, we're going to talk about Cutthroat City. Now, Cutthroat City is a movie that appeared on Netflix probably about a week ago. It's directed by RZA from Wu-Tang Clan. Now, we all know RZA. We all know RZA from Wu-Tang, legendary rapper, that legendary person. And I'm happy he's branching out into more and more content, especially in movies, because if I remember correctly, was RZA put out the whole Wu-Tang series and the documentary and everything, and I think RZA is just doing a magnificent job, but he kind of fell short with Cutthroat City. So let's get into that review. So Cutthroat City, as I said before, it appeared on Netflix probably about a week ago. And it's basically about the city of New Orleans after Katrina, the effects of Katrina on the city of New Orleans. And it follows this group of teens, young adults, I should say. And it looked on paper like a good movie. It looked like, especially for the people of New Orleans, myself included, a movie we can enjoy and be proud of. But that kind of didn't happen. I'm going to be honest. That really did not happen. And it stars Shamar Moore. Shamar Moore, he played a lot of stuff like The Wire. He's a pretty good actor. I like him as an actor. Started on Dimitri Ship Jr. I'm saying Hall. Dimitri Ship Jr. Basically Tupac, the guy that played Tupac. If you ever watched the Tupac movie, that's him. And this other guy, he's kind of like he's supposed to be like in the movie Creole. So I don't even know him. I think his name is Elza Gonzalez, I think, but I'm not sure of that. But I'm gonna be honest with you. The RZA with this cast, the stars of this movie is really the vets, the veteran actors he hired, like Wesley Snipes, Terrence Howard, Ethan Hawke, even T.I. was in that thing. T.I. Tip Harris, he did a pretty good job. But the story of Cutthroat City is just, it fell apart. It fell apart for all sorts of reasons. I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, I'm from the city of New Orleans, and I have never seen, in my 37 years on this earth of being in the city, despite traveling and vacations, I've never seen anybody fighting raccoons. Like, I never seen a nigga ever actually fighting raccoons. And that took me out of the movie. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know where they do that at. Please let me know anyone. If you know of anybody fighting raccoons, let me know. But I never seen that shit happen in the city of New Orleans, ever. And it's not even just the raccoon thing. It's just the storyline for this movie itself just fell apart. It fell flat on its face. Don't get me wrong, New Orleans, we have our share of crime and violence and everything, but to have Terrence Howard as the Saint, and look, I get it. Our football team is New Orleans Saints, and Terrence Howard's supposed to be playing as gangster, called the Saint from the third wall, and we got gangsters in the city. We got the gangsters in the third wall. I mean, and I get the whole Saint thing, and Terrence Howard did a good job. I don't want to make it seem like Terrence Howard did not. Terrence Howard, Wesley Snipes, Tip T.I. Harris, Ethan Hawke did the best humanly job they could do in this movie. They actually did their hardest. They tried their hardest to make this movie a good movie. But they really just had nothing to work with. This movie fell flat on its face. The storyline was just awful. It was awful. Look, I like RZA. I like him as a director. He did his best. He tried his best. He just didn't hit a home run with this one. And I don't know if he had someone in his ear, because my biggest thing is RZA should have did his homework on the city of New Orleans, the culture, especially after Hurricane Katrina. I think if he had done his research and his homework, he would have put out a better movie. Whoever he hired to research this city for this project should get fired and arrested, because that was just trash. The storyline was trash. And I just want to give him more credit for at least trying, but this the movie biz. You don't really get credit for trying, RZA. RZA let me down with this one. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody else, I know Forrest Whitaker kid was in it. The three main stars, or the four main stars, I should say, the four homeboys in this movie, other than the Tupac guy, played, I think his name was Miracle or something like this, and he did okay. It was just bad. The acting was bad from those four. I'm not gonna lie. Shamar Moore, I like him as an actor. This was not his role. Look, long story short, he did not sound like a New Orleans dude. He did not sound like a New Orleans dude. I'm just be honest. He didn't. Not at all. The Creole dude probably sounded more like a New Orleans dude than the other three black guys. I'm just being real with you. Even the Tupac guy. I keep calling him the Tupac guy because that's the role I remember him from. Demetrius Shipp Jr. He seemed like a fish out of water. He did his best acting, but he did not sell that he was from New Orleans. He did not sell it to the audience that he was from New Orleans. I never believed that any four of them were from New Orleans at all. Now, I know the kid, Forrest Whitaker kid, and I can't think of his name either, playing a horn and being a musician and everything, which was cool. Matter of fact, I take it back. The Forrest Whitaker kid, he probably was the closest aspect to a New Orleans character, a New Orleans cat, than the Creole guy. Him and the Creole guy were the closest. Shamar Moore, Tupac, actor, were not. They just were way off base. I keep saying because I have nothing else to add. It's just, they sucked. They really sucked. Wesley Snipes did the best job humanly possible. I don't understand why he was living in a broke down hut in his house. Like, his house was just horrible. It was terrible. But Wesley Snipes, he tried to play the older father figure, and I think I'm giving him credit. I think he did a good job. T.I. played the gangster. T.I. is not a stranger to these roles. I forgot his name in the movie, but because it wasn't memorable at all. Nothing about this movie was memorable. But I think T.I. gave his best performance that he possibly could. Ethan Hawke actually did shine Ethan Hawke played like this councilman / retired cop. He shined. He really did a good job. But it just, I expected more from RZA from this movie. So, look, I'm not going to ramble on and on about this. I think that this movie RZA had good intentions. RZA really tried to phone home New Orleans after Katrina, and it kind of just fell flat on his face. So my rating from this movie, because it's RZA, because he's from Wu-Tang, because he tried hard and it just did not stick the landing, it's a bad movie. Not gonna give it bullshit because it's not terrible, but if you're from New Orleans and you watch this movie, you're never gonna watch it again. After that first view, you're not gonna want to watch this movie again. And that's just me speaking honestly, just being truthful about it. All right, so let's forget that movie ever happened. Cutthroat City. Sorry, RZA, I love you, but that movie just had nothing going for it. Godzilla versus Kong. King Kong versus Godzilla. Coming to HBO Max. So what should we expect about this movie? Big monster fight. If you've seen the trailer about King Kong versus Godzilla, I tell you right now, if you're into thrills, if you're into action, if you're into big monsters fighting, you're probably going to get a little gore in there. This is the movie for you. And it's easy to sell this movie from a Hollywood perspective because, I mean, it's two monsters rampaging and fighting through a city. So you know shit's going to get fucked up. The city's going to get, whatever city they're fighting is going to get trashed. And you're going to get an epic fight. The problem with these kind of movies is the storyline is probably not going to be good, to be honest. The storyline, Godzilla versus Kong, they're not going to talk. They're not going to speak. At least they shouldn't. And you're going to have the human counterparts, which to me, in these kind of movies, especially with King Kong and Godzilla, the humans in this movie kind of take away from the movie, and be honest, because it's really nothing you could do with the human beings. They're so powerless in this type of movie. You know what I mean? Like, at the end, they'll probably fight or put up a fight and try to kill the beasts, the monsters, but it's to no avail. It's going to be a lot of killing, a lot of fighting, a lot of gore, and hopefully we get some gore. King Kong is going to rampage and go hard on Godzilla. Godzilla's going to shoot his nuclear rays or whatever the fuck they call it. Anyway, if you're into monster movies, I think you're going to like it. And I'm into the monsters movies to an extent. I'm more of a story guy. I like a story to be told to me rather than just monsters fighting. That's just what I prefer. But this is like a blockbuster, big time movie, and it's a shame right now because we're still dealing with COVID-19 and the theaters are not open. So I will be streaming it on HBO Max. I will be watching it, and I'll give you my ratings to it after we all view it. All right. So King Kong versus Godzilla. I would say if you're into monsters fighting and cities getting fucked up and rampage, watch it. If you know that's not your taste, that's not the type of movie you want to see, I mean, you might as well just skip it because we know what it is, and it'll be best for this movie to play what it is. Like, for this movie, it'll be best if the director and the producers of this movie know walking into making this movie and showing it to the population that, hey, we know what this movie is. This is the product we're giving you. And that's the best. You can just hope for the best on that. I mean, King Kong and Godzilla usually have a big following, so I project that a lot of people will watch it and check it out. All right. Tenet, the movie Tenet from Christopher Nolan. That's his latest movie to come out, and Tenet it tries to be a sci-fi, but it's more about just time and reversing time and